We're given the equation half times 4 to the power of 2x equals 64 to the power of 64, and we're asked to find the value of x. So looking at this, we can't use a calculator because if we try to put 64 to the power of 64 into any normal calculator, it's far too big. The calculator's not going to be able to handle it. So we're going to have to do something clever here to sort this out. And the first thing I would notice here is that we've got powers of 2. So a half is a power of 2, 4 is a power of 2, and 64 on the right hand side is also a power of 2. So let's try and convert these three things into powers of 2. So starting with the easy one, a half, so that's 1 over 2, so that can be written as 2 to the power of minus 1. We've then got 4 to the power of 2x. Well, 4 is just 2 squared, so we can rewrite this as 2 squared to the power of 2x. But then by our laws of indices, if we've got a power of a power, we can multiply those two powers together. So the 2, as in the squared, multiplied by 2x gives us 4x. So 4 to the 2x is the same as 2 to the 4x. We're going to simplify the right-hand side now. So 64, that's 2 to the power of 6. So we've got 2 to the power of 6, all to the power of 64. So again, we can multiply those two powers together. 6 times 64 is 384. So the right-hand side is equal to 2 to the power of 384. Now we've changed our three items into powers of 2, we can replace them in the equation. So we end up with 2 to the power of minus 1 times by 2 to the power of 4x is equal to 2 to the power of 384. So now looking at the left-hand side of this, we've got two powers of 2 multiplying together. So as those bases are the same, they're both 2, again by laws of indices, we can add those powers together. So the minus 1, add the 4x, so we end up with 2 to the power of 4x minus 1, and that's still equal to the same right-hand side, 2 to the power of 384. But now both sides are 2 to the power of something, so as they're equal, the powers must be equal. 4x minus 1 is equal to 384, so 4x must be equal to 385, and then dividing by 4 gives us that x is equal to 385 over 4, or if you prefer it as a decimal, 96.25.
If you've enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe to the Doing Maths channel to keep up to date with all the latest releases.